Stop lying to yourself right now. Do you really think you're being noble by swallowing frogs and hiding what you feel? Do you think you are protecting your partner by being a silent martyr? Wake up! You are not saving your marriage. You are cold-bloodedly murdering your intimacy. What you call keeping the peace is actually a ticking bomb that has already been triggered and is about to explode in your family's face. Silence is not golden. In this case, it is a cancer. It is devouring trust, killing desire, and turning you into two pathetic strangers who share the same roof but live in opposite worlds. Want to keep going like this? Fine, divorce is the next logical step. But if you still have an ounce of courage to fight for what is yours, stop everything. What I'm going to hand you today is the only tool capable of diffusing this emotional grenade. It is a simple yet radical technique that will transform all this accumulated garbage into pure passion in a matter of minutes. Do you have the guts to hear the truth, or will you keep pretending until it's too late? Imagine a scenario where one of you keeps everything to yourself, piously believing you are saving the other. It seems like a noble attitude, doesn't it? Trying to protect a heart that seems sensitive sounds right, but in practice, it is often the silent killer of genuine connection. We see husbands and wives biting their tongues, swallowing frogs just to maintain a false peace. But between us, is this calm built on what is unspoken real peace, or is it just a war being postponed? Think of a pressure cooker forgotten on high heat with the valve completely clogged. That is exactly what happens inside your chest when you suppress your emotional truth day after day. You might think you are doing a huge favor, shielding your partner from worries, but in reality, you are filling the house with flammable gas. Eventually, that bill comes due, and usually the price is too high. Either you explode disproportionately, or you get sick on the inside, creating an unbridgeable chasm in the living room. By hiding the game, even with good intentions, you start to crack the couple's foundation without realizing it. It's like trying to build a sturdy castle on quicksand, pretending it's reinforced concrete. You might even fool the visitors, but the walls will crack. Avoiding difficult conversations doesn't protect the relationship's structure. In fact, it removes the bricks of trust. Real security in marriage doesn't come from polished silence, but from the absolute certainty that the relationship can withstand the shock of reality, however harsh it may be. Let's get practical. Instead of swallowing that frustration about finances or the domestic routine dry, try the coffee rule. Sit down together, away from cell phones, and agree to speak one difficult thing with total transparency, but in a low and calm voice. It's a simple workout, like going to the gym. When you treat feelings as problems to be solved as a team and not as personal attack weapons, the game changes completely. It's about sharing the weight of the backpack, not hiding the luggage in the closet. True mutual care isn't treating your spouse like a porcelain or glass doll about to break. That actually underestimates the strength and resilience of the person beside you, don't you think? When you systematically silence yourself, you are saying between the lines, "I don't trust that you can handle my reality." This creates an icy distance that not even the most expensive trip in the world can solve, because the emotional map you are handing to the other person is unfortunately fake. So if silence then is an enemy disguised as a best friend, what is the exact tool to fight for the relationship? It turns out that just dumping naked, raw facts can also be cruel and disastrous. There is a specific ingredient that needs to be mixed with honesty to make it digestible and healing, a powerful combination that ancient wisdom points to as vital. Without understanding how these two forces operate together, we are just walking in the dark. There is ancient wisdom, cited even in sacred texts like Psalm 89, that places love and truth as inseparable pillars. Think of this as the two legs of a walk. If you try to hop on one foot, you'll end up falling or getting tired very quickly. When truth is ignored in the name of supposed peace, love itself is weakened and strengthened. Mutual care demands that these two forces walk together, for love without truth is just fragile sentimentality, and truth without love can be a lethal weapon. Many couples fall into the trap of thinking that loving is just saying yes and smiling, but true emotional maturity, the kind that makes us similar to something greater and more divine, involves speaking the truth in love. If you use truth as a hammer, you destroy genuine connection. If you use love as a smokescreen to hide problems, you live a lie. The secret is to season honesty with kindness, ensuring that what comes out of your mouth builds up the listener instead of tearing them down. To strengthen the couple's foundation, you need to understand that the goal of the conversation is never to win a debate, but to build a stronger us. True love seeks the best for the other, and sometimes the best is a difficult conversation about hurtful behaviors. Imagine you are polishing a gemstone together. It requires firmness to cut what is excess, but extreme delicacy not to shatter the jewel. It is in this fine balance that the relationship stops being childish and becomes solid. Shall we apply this today? When expressing something that bothers you, try the validation sandwich technique, but with total sincerity. Start by affirming the other's value, insert the emotional truth, the real problem or feeling, and finish by reaffirming commitment to the relationship. For example, "I love how dedicated you are to the family, but I feel lonely when you're on your phone during dinner, and I really want our quality time back." Do you notice the difference between this and an accusation? Transparency bathed in affection not only resolves conflicts, it heals old wounds. By practicing this, you stop being adversaries in a ring and go back to being partners in a dance. Speaking the truth in love is the antidote of accumulated resentment. It's a practical way of saying, "I care so much about us that I won't let this hurt grow between us." It's a daily investment in the emotional health of the home, where security flourishes because there are no monsters hiding in the closet. However, when we fail in this mission and choose to withhold frustrations, something far worse than silence happens. It isn't just a matter of poor communication, we enter dangerous terrain where, without realizing it, we commit a tremendous injustice against the person we swore to love. Have you ever stopped to think that by not speaking, you are actually taking away the other's right to act? There is an invisible barrier that rises. Withholding frustrations, hurts, and pains inside yourself is not good for you, nor for the marriage. In fact, this attitude creates a dangerous isolation. Without transparency, you leave the other groping in the dark, trying to guess the script of a movie that is only playing in your head. It's like inviting someone to dance, but refusing to hear the music together. The result is, inevitably, a misstep, stepped on toes, and a distance that grows silently in the room. Think of the tremendous injustice it is to exclude the loved one from the reality of the facts. Your spouse doesn't have a crystal ball. They can't respond to your pain if they aren't even aware of it. By hiding the emotional truth, you take away their valuable chance to fix the mistake, to apologize, or to change course. It's like trying and convicting someone in the court of your mind without ever reading the charges aloud so they could defend or redeem themselves. This invisible barrier corrodes genuine connection faster than any heated argument. Accumulated silence turns into resentment, and resentment is like drinking poison, expecting the other person to get sick. You need to understand that sharing the load is the essence of partnership. If one carries everything alone, the couple's foundation becomes lopsided, overloaded on one side and completely alienated on the other, creating two strangers sharing the same roof. Let's go to a practical example to visualize this. Imagine the joint bank account is in the red, but one of you hides the statements in the drawer. The problem grows, interest increases, and the debt snowballs. In emotional life, it is identical. If you feel the balance is negative, don't wait for emotional bankruptcy. True mutual care is saying, look, there's something here that is weighing heavy, and I need to share it with you so we don't build a wall between us. Changing this mental switch requires courage because you have to admit that the let it go strategy failed miserably. Recognizing that silence was a miscalculation and not a heroic virtue is the first step to knocking down this wall of cold bricks. You return dignity and respect to your partner when you treat them like an adult capable of handling the difficulties of life together, instead of a fragile child who needs to be spared from reality. If any of you see yourselves in this scenario right now, with your chest tight with unspoken things, you must be wondering, okay, I understand the mistake, but how do I start talking without causing World War III? The good news is there is a script, an almost surgical way to broach the subject that disarms defenses instantly and invites the other into your world. It is a simple approach, but it requires humility and the right words to work. If you identified with this scenario of suffocating silence, the time has come to act with courage and vulnerability. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Start with a sincere admission of error for the delay. Something like, honey, I love you very much, and I realize I harmed our genuine connection by not telling you this sooner. By assuming responsibility for the silence, you disarm the other and prepare the ground. It's not about attacking, but about inviting your partner to enter your internal fortress that was locked. Continue the conversation, making it clear that the intention is not to hurt, but to heal. Say, I didn't want to hurt you, but hiding this is no excuse. Please, just listen to me. I'm not here to criticize you. I just want you to know how I really feel. Do you notice the difference in tone? You leave the battlefield of accusation and enter the sanctuary of emotional truth. It's a distress call disguised as a conversation, where the pride stays outside the door. Now deliver the truth about your emotions without filters edited by fear. Speak about the pain, the frustration, or the fear, using phrases that start with I feel instead of you did. This protects the couple's foundation because it focuses on your internal experience, which is indisputable, and not on the other's behavior, which can generate defensiveness. Transparency here works like an antiseptic. It might sting a little at first, but it is the only way to truly clean the wound. In practice, choose a calm moment for this. No having this conversation when one is rushing to work and the other is washing dishes. Look in the eyes, maybe hold hands. This physical contact reinforces mutual care while the difficult words are spoken. You are creating a safe environment where vulnerability is seen as strength, not weakness. Remember, the goal is for your spouse to understand the depth of what you carry, so they no longer need to be a stranger in your life. By doing this, you return your partner the dignity of being a helper. Now, your spouse has a real chance to respond to your pain, to comfort you, and to adjust whatever is needed. Often, we underestimate the other's capacity for love. By opening the game, you might be pleasantly surprised by the reaction. Where you expected judgment, you might find a tight hug and a sigh of relief for finally understanding what was wrong. This attitude ends the cycle of isolation and opens the doors to a new phase of deep intimacy. You'll discover that the relationship not only survives the truth, but thrives through it. It's like renovating an old house. It takes work, raises dust, but in the end, the structure becomes more solid and welcoming than ever. And when this new dynamic settles in, something surprising happens with the chemistry and joy of everyday life. Enough with the excuses. Knowing all this and doing nothing is not just a waste of time, it is hypocrisy. Are you going to continue being an emotional coward inside your own home, or will you assume the posture of someone who really wants to save this relationship? The knowledge I handed you here is gold, but it turns into trash if you close this video and keep swallowing frogs for fear of a frown. The choice is brutal, and it is yours. Either you apply the coffee rule today, or you accept that you are an accomplice to the end of your marriage. I want to see who here is a tourist and who is really in the trenches fighting for their family. If you have blood in your veins and have decided that the silence ends today, write down here right now, I choose the truth. Don't hide. I want to see your name and your public commitment to change. But pay attention, because here lies the danger. Starting to speak the truth will raise dust, and if you don't know how to clean up this mess fast, things can get complicated. There is a specific technique, a 5-minute secret weapon that I revealed recently, and which was the only thing capable of saving marriages that already had divorce papers on the table. Without this final piece, you are going to war with half the ammunition. I'm leaving this vital video right here on the screen now. It is the rescue technique you need to master so you don't lose control. Don't be negligent with your future. Click there, subscribe to stop being an amateur in life as a couple, and I'll see you on the other side to solve this once and for all.